Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about haters. You know, I know that you have haters. Everyone has haters. Let me just tell you that if you make posts or videos about anything controversial or anything that someone doesn't agree with, you will get lots of hate comments. Just let me tell you. So if you're like, Maddie, I've never seen people comment hate stuff on your videos, that's because I delete them. So you're welcome. No one wants to see them. They are just like mean, and they kind of just, they don't hurt my feelings. What they do is make me sad for humanity. Like, some of the things that people say, I'm like, I don't care if you're not a Christian. How can someone be so rude? Like, whatever, you know, it is people, evil, the devil. It's the world we live in. We live in a broken world, and someday God will come down and we'll fix it all. There will be no more brokenness, no more evil, and it'll be perfect. But until then, we're living in a broken world, so we have to do our best to try and live for God. Some of the comments I get are personal attacks, I guess, like coming after me. Some of them are actually attacking God. Like, I have had people comment like "Hail Satan" on my videos and like 666 and like all this stuff, and it's just like, okay. Like, I just, it's so bad sometimes. So I delete all of them, but I noticed that in today's society, we try and argue with people. We try and argue our way all of the time. Like, if someone doesn't agree with you and they comment something, or like they send a DM, it's like, okay, we have to come at them and like justify what we're doing. We have to try and change their mind almost, and it's not gonna work. Okay, you are not gonna change someone's mind by starting an argument with them. Like, a lot of times the people who are commenting stuff, like, I have been called homophobic so many times, and like sometimes I'm just like, look up the definition of homophobic, because that is not me. Okay, it's just so like sometimes when I first, like the first few times I was called it, I would like argue with people. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, this is like Bible, this is all this kind of stuff. And we'd go back and forth and no one was budging. Like, the people who are trying to change me, they're not going to change me because my heart is already set, my values are already set. So what they're saying, yes, I'm listening, but you're not changing me. Just the same as, like, yes, they might be reading what I'm saying, they're listening to what I'm saying, but I'm not changing them. So we have this back and forth arguing that's not gonna do anything. It's for no good. And I think a lot of the times that's just how people go about things. So we just want to argue our way, and we can't just let people sit. I don't know, but recently I posted a Good Friday thing on my Instagram, and there were a few people who commented stuff and like DM'd me and stuff like that. So I just don't respond anymore to haters most of the time, depending on what it is. However, the thing that we have to do is pray for them. Like, and I know sometimes it's like, they're like, what? How am I supposed to pray for someone who is literally just being so rude and attacking me? And sometimes it's like, what, do they deserve to go to heaven? No, but I don't deserve to go to heaven either. So it's like, you know what I mean? So we just have to pray, and there's even a verse in the Bible that tells us to love our enemies and pray for them. It actually says, Matthew 5:44 says, but I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Like, even though we might not want to pray for the people who are being rude, for the people who are posting just absurd things, we have to, because that is what we are told to do as Christians. That is what we are called to do, because a lot of the times the devil will harden people's hearts and they will just close down their ears. He won't even allow them to comprehend what Christians and stuff are saying. So a lot of the times I just have to pray, like, Lord, please soften their hearts. Please help them to see this. The thing that actually gives me a lot of comfort too, though, is the fact that if people are commenting stuff like that on my videos, that means that they're watching them. So maybe that has planted a seed, and it might not be watered and stuff like that for a long time, but the seed is there. So eventually, when it is being watered and it is getting sunlight and it is being poured into, that seed's already planted. So that gives me so much hope. I'm like, okay, you saw my video, you know about Jesus, you know about God, so there's hope. Because there's a lot of people that maybe they don't, like, they were never given that seed. That seed was never planted in them. But the people that are commenting that stuff on my videos, they've clearly watched my videos, because they say stuff about things I've said in the middle. So they're sitting through watching my videos, meaning that they're getting some kind of seed planted in them. I don't really know if that makes sense, but that also gives me so much hope. And just the fact that if I wasn't getting hate comments, if I wasn't getting rude things thrown at me, am I really living my life for Jesus how I'm supposed to be? Like, the Bible tells us that if we are living for God, if we are spreading his good news, if we are doing all of this, then we are going to face oppression. We are going to come against people who are going to mock us, who are going to just be so rude. So if I'm not getting that, am I really living is out there as I should? If that makes sense. I don't really know. I hope it does. I hope you understand, like, what I'm kind of saying. But I just wanted to say that. So if you have haters, even though it's really hard sometimes and difficult, pray for them. Pray that they will come to see Jesus. They will come to know him as their Savior, and they will come to accept him, because the amount of lives changed by Jesus and God is just astronomical. So amazing, so incredible. So yes, I hope that this video has given you some kind of comfort. Please realize that no matter what people are saying to you, it doesn't really matter, because the only opinion that matters is God's. And let me just tell you that he loves you so much, and that if you are trying to dedicate every single second of every single day to him, even though we're gonna mess up, even though we are going to fail, we are going to sin, he is right there. He loves you so much. He knows who you are. He knitted you together in your mother's womb. So whatever people are saying, it doesn't matter. Like, you are wonderfully and beautifully created. So I hope this helped. If you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up and comment something down below. Hopefully it's nice. I don't even know. But I will see you guys next week. And please remember that you are so loved, so worthy, so amazing. Bye! What you gonna do about it? Literally, what are you gonna do about it? Because people are just gonna keep hating, you know? Just know you're a rock star.